My name is Andrew, and I went on outreach to North Africa. Yeah, so me and Andrew met up with this guy named Osama at a coffee shop, and we just kind of casually touching on like big hot topics like religion, politics, and he was kind of shocked because their view of America is like everything's perfect lifestyle and stuff. We got to tell him just about how we live and things like that, and he was like, I have to call my friend and tell them, about this stuff. So he calls his friend who lived across the alley, and he comes down, and we're like, okay, so giving him the whole spiel about everything. Still kind of telling them more about religion versus the other topics, like we can hear from God, and like we do this stuff, and they're interested because you could tell like right out of the gate, they're like, we don't believe in God. But then afterwards, they're like, well, we believe there's a God, but we're not too sure about it. So they decided to walk us back to our apartment, and one of the guys I noticed, his name was Ben, he had a limp in his leg when we were walking back, and so we got to the apartment, and I was like, do you want us to heal that? And he was like, sure. So he kind of goes on explaining how he had like a bacteria in his leg and how the doctors had to like cut part of it out. So it was shorter than the other one. So we start praying for it, and I can just start feeling it grow immediately. And we're like, wow, this is crazy. So he starts walking around saying it feels great. During the whole time, Osama was just kind of standing there watching it all happen, and you could see him like start to cry, and his eyes started to water and things like that. And he was like, man, I feel this. And we're like, yeah, this is called the Holy Spirit. Like we're just showing him like, this is it. And we got to tell him, we're like, so you want to accept Jesus? Like we believe, like we accept him. And it was so crazy. So then they went back to their apartment, we went back to our apartment, got to meet up with them a week later and give them a Bible.
So to get to like Jesus?
Yeah, they did.